Howdy y'all, I'm Jacob and welcome back to the ranch. It's going to be a full day today. About to take a trip south of us to pick up new additions to the ranch that we've never had here before. I also got several chores we need to try to knock out, and it's going to be a long day. Let's get going. You're good.
Big fun over the sulk.
Yeah. That's so cheating.
It is cheating. Come on.
You want a flag, see if they respond to that?
Somebody be the leader. Somebody be the leader. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on.
Get going.
Come on.
Get going. Almost there. Oh, there goes one. And two. Go, 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 go. Go, go. You got it. You got it. Keep going. Keep going. There you go. There you go. That wasn't so bad, was it?
That is cheating.
Yeah, just a little bit. Yeah, 'cause they're gonna stick their head through the panels trying to eat it. So. All right, I'll block this off if you want to pull forward a little bit.
Okay. I'm gonna just walk the full length of the trailer here. Next installed pick would be nice.
Mm-hmm.
I seem to be collecting animals again.
Yep.
They've got good body on them.
They seem pretty good to me.
Mm-hmm.
Not that I know what I'm looking for.
There they go. You're looking at them, that's for sure.
Alright, so we need to get the water trough out for the ponies, and I need to get work on this fence.
Yeah. Well, the water trough can wait until this evening because I just filled up that aluminum one over there.
Okay.
So that's completely full. So that should last them until we feed this evening.
Okay.
Now, do they have water over there where you shoved them?
The goats?
Yeah.
Yeah, they've got water. They got water in 2 different places.
Okay, so water here.
Yeah, I need to get water for the sheep and then fix the fence.
Okay, all right, and that should be it for right now.
Alright. Throw some supplies over. Hopefully I don't have to keep going back and forth. Maybe that's everything. So that. Chicken hold it, please. I won't use it. What? I have nothing to do. That'll help myself. Alright, for training them to electric, this pen used to be set up with electric all the way around, and you can still see some of it still there. But I use that, one, to keep the goats in, but also for the kids to train them to electric and, get them used to it so that they're not constantly trying to test it or run through it when they're out in the pasture. A lot of this got moved and changed whenever we were finishing up some of the configuration of these working pens. So, for these ladies, I'm going to go through and clear the brush out of the fence and fix the electric so that maybe they will be able to use it to learn and get used to not messing with it, so I can get them out in the pasture with the goats. Just love mesquites. Who knew you could use fencing pliers as pruning shears? Yep. Alright, that should do it. Just flip the switch and see how it does. Uh-oh, I hear something. I'm not hearing it here. Looking like it might be over in that corner. I'm gonna walk around over there and let's take a look. You can tell I've got the wires a little lower than probably where they should be, but that's because we were using it for kids and they're just a little bit bigger than that. Alright, I think I found the spot. It looks like I got it just a little too close to that T-post. I think I got a couple fiber posts over here though. I'll put one of those in and see if that'll keep it off of it. I hear it popping somewhere else. Alright, yep, grounding out against another T-post. It's really the downside to building metal pins and using electrics. It likes to ground out a lot. Which probably would have helped if I hadn't tightened it so much. Fix one spot and it pops up somewhere else. I think that's the vegetation. Yeah. Fence will kill that, so as long as it's not touching metal, should be good. Alright, pin should be good for them for now. I'm gonna let them settle in. Let's see if they get into it. Yeah, maybe not. I'm gonna let them settle in and I'm gonna go get out of the sun for a minute. And we'll be back in a bit. Well, back out here with the sheep. Looking to see how they're doing, if they're settling in. And it would appear As with most of the animals out here, I don't really care to stay under that tarp with the way it blows in the breeze. So we'll leave it out here for them, and hopefully they'll get used to it and start taking advantage of the shade. Well, still pretty warm out here, so I think while we're waiting for it to cool down a little bit, I'm going to jump in the tractor and get some shredding done. Early in the week, I was able to get a bunch of the native grass seed put out in the horse pasture. And thankfully I was able to catch the rains just in time. So over the first part of the week we got about 2 inches of rain. So I'm hoping I can get out there, get the shredding done, and lay the grass down on top of the seed I put out. Hopefully get some germination out of it. Well, y'all, this is what we call the horse pasture. It's the front portion of the property that for the first few years when we were out here, we really heavily grazed, not just with the horses, but with the goats and the cattle as well. And the past year, we've been making an effort to really rejuvenate this portion of the property. As you can kind of tell, the grass out here is really patchy, and there's a lot of bare areas that's exposed. At the end of last year, we came out here and planted a lot of grazing cool season crops. So we had wheat, rye, we planted some ryegrass out here, and you can kind of see some of that's popped up and died off as the old wheat and rye. And what we're really trying to do is make sure we get cover out here to keep the soil covered. We wanted to let this grow up through all the spring and early summer, but the goats had other ideas and got out here and ate a lot of this down. So what I'm planning on doing now, I already mentioned that I came out here and broadcasted a lot of perennial native grasses. So I'm going to come through here, mow all this down, and hopefully that'll provide some ground cover and help those seeds germinate. Don't know if it will, but here's hoping. You're going to be able to see this on camera, but with it mowed down, you can definitely tell the patchy spots in the pasture that are really showing through. I don't know how well you can tell, but the areas that are the thickest out here are those that are on the backside of old berms and terraces that were made out here. And you can tell these are some of the areas that really retain the moisture in the pasture. So one of the things that we've been trying to implement, we haven't been able to do bale grazing specifically, but whenever we're putting out bales for the horses or for any of the other animals, we'll bring them out here first to pull off the bad spots. And you kind of saw some of that in the last video, where we pull off the rotten part of the bale and then we'll spread it out on the ground. And if you go in and dig in here, you can see how this ground is a lot more moist than what's out in the field itself. And that's not anything we figured out. That's us watching and reading and picking up on things that other producers have done to help restore their land. And it's really made a big difference in the areas that we've been able to do that out here. And it's something we're going to continue to do, and as well as implement bale grazing when we have the opportunity to do so. Well, let's go take a look at the sheep and see how they're doing, and that's probably going to do it for us today. Well, they've gone real far. Still haven't seen them try out the shaded area that we put up, but that's not real surprising. When we first put the shades up for the horses, it took them a couple weeks before they ever got used to them enough to actually use them. Well, y'all, that's gonna about do it for us today. It's dinner time and I still got a whole bunch of chores to knock out. Thank y'all for coming along again, and we hope to see you next time on Wag Ranch. You wanna say hi, Stinker? Yeah.
I love these guys. I think he's posing.